Over on the ENCE side, got the fuse in on afroo over the CT start of Double Pony, and Djoko is going to take that first face in, get the kill on Spinx to kick things off, expecting Doto to also be back there, up in the upper control. That first frag has been found. There's been no response from ENCE. They'll try for one down here in Pop Dog, and indeed allu does get lucky to fall. Back behind the white train. Oh, he's seeing dycha. Can Djoko get the kill? Yes, he can. Doubling up with a perfect headshot. Back in on Snappi. He's still got utility in his hands. He's forced forward and missed every single bullet. So Doto can trade and allu can respond. 3 on 2, making it 1 as he taps up bodyy and leaves it all on NBK. And a 1v3 clutch that surely should be too far gone.
Yeah, Doto's already pressed up so aggressively. There should be no way in here for NBK. Good tap comes in, and now he's got a couple of kills, and he's even seen the last player of Snappi. This is on for the clutch for the Frenchman to stand in for Double Pony to see if he can make this happen. Snappi is not being baited out into the open, but NBK has got the angle and the slow walk coming in. Can he connect the shot? Find the headshot? Of course he can. Oh, what a retake. What a clutch to come through. And Double Pony, well, NBK's won the 1v3.
If that doesn't set the pace for the game,
those AKs forward, try and see if you're able to apply pressure, and aggression's coming through out from Ivy. The AK just finds a kill before blind, and dycha even follows up. What a great way to take Ivy.
Well, Spinx being seen by Djoko next, will spray through, can't quite take him down. And NBK will secure the frag over the CZ side in this particular round. 4-on-3 situation. The native Djoko could probably take him out, and indeed it will. Nice and easy with the landing. bodyy does turn around a decent SMG kill, but as NBK falls, he'll be the only player left. AK picked up at E-Box. Knowing that a CSGO player is crawling all around him in the end, allu will catch up an awkward spray, secure a return round from ENCE as they go 1-1 against Double Pony.
A lot of early util towards the outer side, but a lot of CSGO players starting to regroup in showers towards brown holes.
Oh, nades on Spinx as well. Take him down pretty easily. allu not expecting him to be so up close to the bait and switches. The nades took the frags and they thought that they would just hold back as a result of it. Doto falling towards bodyy over on the B-side play. And afroo dealing with... You mentioned obviously Double Pony's opportunity to make it into the playoffs, obviously. You know, if they're able to do so by eliminating ENCE, that would be one more, you know, to add to the tally, you know, defeating a Pro League team alongside making their way up to the top 4. dycha trying to put some hurt towards that idea, though. Doing damage, getting 2 kills, actually. This is on for him.
No, this is very on. Oh, he needs to try and bait this player out towards the back train's position. He gets tagged up even further. Doesn't know about the backstab in the brown halls, and when you're on 10...
ENCE might not suffer the similar sort of aggression this time. His standard position is being taken. Aggression actually out towards the ramp control instead for afroo and bodyy. Both players go...
He gets that first pick, and then he's like trying not to fight. Instead, he's trying to like bait and just get around the corner. And Doto realizes, okay, this is my chance to act. I've got to swing to help out my teammate, and exactly so. And Double Pony...
Not the best of setups for Double Pony. Might not want to try that again, especially considering how quickly ENCE made their way into that position for the sake of the default.
Press the issue if they can win round 7. More aggression towards Djoko with the flash.
And this time it works out well for the CT side. No nades required, but Spinx trades back. Still having Djoko close. They heard the burning. bodyy, meanwhile, gets 2 frags over on the BCT face. When does he get caught off guard? When do the rotates come in? Okay, allu just catching that kill on Djoko, but tagging Spinx so low. Eventually sets him up to fall. afroo with his 2 frags. So far as to actually smoke down his position. The Molotov might force him out of the way. He'll burn, and he'll get taken down by dycha.
Seems like Double Pony have consistently tried to take this T-com pressure away from the T side, and NBK at least trades it back to a 4v4 now.
And Djoko gets dycha to turn a man advantage to the favor of the CT side, make it a 2K. So now there's only 2 players left. ENCE have done damage to 2 individuals, but bodyy and Lucky is still riding high. The AK at the ready on the bomb site itself. Ready towards the bomb train. Can he swing back on Spinx or look for Doto instead? Jump facing the bomb, forget both the kills. Yeah, by all accounts, shouldn't have made that work. I don't think.
Counter-terrorists win.
Snappi have invested down below $1,000. But their main concern is getting damage, potentially getting a bomb plant. Still have enough to go back for the buyback anyway. 2-for-1 trade as a result of their upgrade weapons as well.
Oh, dycha trying to see if we can just get a little bit more of a stretch out from Ivy.
The all for the moment. 3-on-3 situation. The bomb does go down towards that B site, and with that AWPer being a main thorn in the back line, it's got to be isolated by Djoko, taking down NBK. Ending up from connector. I think Djoko is unawares. The timing could be everything, especially if Doto gets NBK to fall. Quick scope, not connecting 2-on-2. 3v2, I should say. Now the 2-on-2, finally Djoko gets that trade. But time is run short on double pony. afroo looking for exits, jump facing around the trains, and despite the heavy investment from ENCE, they'll still get away with a big round. Fifth to the board, the T-side maintain their lead.
Oh, that was risky. Like, they're only on 2,400 loss bonus there, and Snappi and Dia brought down to pretty much 0. It works out really nice.
Get up, flashbang over of Doto will catch afroo looking away. Damage being done. Again, body's going to round that corner, get that kill, but not get greedy, not looking for a second face. Will fall back instead.
Yeah, get the man advantage and not give up anything more, which is smart there from double pony. I'll say that. And then they just start slow walking back into Pop Dog and straight into the hands of Snappi. Dia's even able to press Ivy very far forward, but he will have to deal with an AWP. But thinking of AWPs, allu's now got a pick.
Lucky also goes down to Dia's part, so 2 left standing. Smokes up, AWP taking a shot, hoping to catch off body's position. He might be able to sneak past the wide angle on allu's position. If he can take that AWP down, that could be a big frag in this round, and indeed he does. Flash is going over, indicating the body in a 2v3 retake.
I hope they save here. Like, this is just not winnable. 2v3, they know that Djoko's out from Pop Dog. They're going to have to do something incredible here for the CTs and just hope that some disadvantage goes their way. They've got no money. They've got to be thinking about their future.
M4 looking. Eventually Spinx catches that kill on Djoko, so his all body has to be in a bad spot economically. This AWP needs to stay in the body. Tagged up to 15. Will they go hunting? I think, yeah, he wants it. And he is going to get the kill. AWP out of play presence towards the outer yard. Flashes in, Djoko with his deagle past the smoke. Dia's back's turned, so Snappi's down 2 frags. Lucky getting involved with the AK as NBK deals with Spinx, and it's a 5-on-2, 18 seconds. ENCE have fallen apart at the worst possible moment. This is a round for double pony, surely, as the kills come in. It's completely flawless for the CT. I love how you say buy as if they could buy into any of that. Like,
yeah, but the weaponry.
They didn't buy it, they all saved it all. NBK will be the first casualty. afroo will put his AWP to effect this time towards Ivy. There's 3 players out there, though. allu looking to trade some back, could not land his shots. The flashbangs will keep him blind. They know that he's exit out towards E-box control. Meanwhile, the AK on the B site is body. Turns that frag up. Doto can trade him. allu responds to the players on rotation. And it's a 3-on-2 scenario, despite double pony's excellent efforts over in that eco hero round. It's still going to be a man disadvantage for the retake, and so much presence from ENCE being taken by them. They have spotted Spinx at least. He's tagged a little bit, but Doto's the main thorn in the side.
Yeah, double pony go quick for the rotate and just kind of leave the AWP alone. They know that at least there was 1 player out towards oil, but they don't know about Doto. This could be the round-winning play. 2 kills could be presented right for him, especially with the AWP now coming back into the heaven position. afroo's holding it. They're sticking the bomb. There's no way that Doto could do anything about this. Round's over. I can't believe the heaven play on his CT side. afroo and Lucky taking it. Of course, afroo trying to put more impact. Dia completely flashed off, and Lucky is the man to open up with the AWP kill. See the second man there as well, so info gained, but no second chance there. He does connect it on allu in the end. Yeah, we knew that even for Lucky, in the end of his days on Heretics, he started transitioning into a bit of a main AWP. So him and afroo changing roles recently, and, well, look, it's working between them. Snappi and Spinx in a 2v5 now, and in a position where you've got to go for it, but how do you even attempt to try and work together? Out from Tikon and out from Ivy, Spinx can't even win the fight, and Snappi's in a 1v5.
Body hurt. Does get taken down, at least that's something for Snappi, but he really needs to win this round. It's going into round 15. We've got nothing for ENCE to buy back into. They forced the issue in this one. Position.
A very interesting setup for the CTs, having like 3 players out towards connector on the B side, and now the Ivy players are just being punished by Dia. They do a lot of damage, but they don't convert it into any kills, and now they just get ripped apart. 2 players left for the T side.
And that one fell apart very quickly in the Ivy presence. NBK desperately trying to tap on to get some decent shots in. Gets 1 frag and 2, maybe even a 3rd back at Ivy. afroo's going to try to swing up and deal with allu. Seen there on the shoulder bait, tagged up heavy. Spinx is also low, but he gets his headshot in. Snappi with the jewelries now. Time to stack up his own frags in this one, but Spinx makes it a double instead. Thanks to the
pause. And this is quick from Snappi.
Oh, betting in the Pop Dog player. Actually, they get the kill off to start things off. Dycha is traded. Allu turns the AWP back in from connected. Deals with one of NBK at the E-box cross. There's still a play up in the brown halls that might be a bit of a thorn on their side. Djoko getting Spinx next. Backstabs inbound from Snappi's control. afroo deals with Allu on a site meanwhile. 3 on 2. They've got to get that bomb up close. Djoko is ready with the AK in tow. The nade comes back, and Doto actually allowed that kill as he peeks out into the open. afroo gets the trade.
The most safety, and even mid-bomb, there's no chance that he's going to get swung out from Pop and lose that fight. Snappi, jiggle peek coming out, trying to tap away. Does find one, but not quite the second. I want to give him
a scout and a deagle to back it up. Nades in, might do some damage initially. Deagle close to DR. It walks right past him. He gets that one frag, not quite that second. Not like it'll matter. Allu still gets body, and Doto lands on Lucky being such low HP. A 4v2 scenario to start for ENCE.
Nah, silly mistakes. That's all it is. You can get away with things like that against the lower end teams, but not against a team like ENCE. You've got to check your angles. And from
they've got no flashes to enable those kills either. Just that one smoke. They are still continuing to aggress though here. Djoko actually going to isolate Spinx as a result. That's a good question. Why? You know, they had the man advantage. Double Pony had to force the issue on them with lesser weapons as well. Both Galil's in play. Now an M4 for Djoko. A 2-on-2 situation. Snappi. Are they going to go huge? No. Kill found on that one player. The side plant position. Tapped once. Headshot. Oh, the spray goes awkward. And the kill.
More counter-util, considering that they've got, like, no investment. It's just a couple of upgraded pistols, and somehow they've actually found a pick and an MP9. Okay, let's see what more they find with this.
afroo snuck his way in towards the old held position. Doto swinging out wide. There could be a kill on the stopper player. afroo's got a kill. Allu missing. M4 out. Oh, no. No way. ENCE. Why would you lose a round like this? It's down to Doto with the last man standing. Bomb's getting picked up, rotated into the B site, so he's got to go the long way around. And bodyy still towards the bomb train itself, though. Double Pony have already taken damage, taken nothing back to return. Djoko is going to get caught off guard by Spinx. That's 2 frags back for the force buy. And don't tell me Double Pony are going to make the same mistakes, right?
Yeah, much better here from the CTs. Nade up towards the back of red, but they're still losing a lot here. They've got body low, NBK is low. Lucky's got to be the man to get them out of this, but the CTs just keep fighting and keep trying to get these shots off towards Deacon, and they've got another backstab in again. This is Snappi this time around.
I can't believe Double Pony are about to concede to a force buy with ENCE having mostly pistols. Snappi, easy shot. These last 2 rounds are big clusters. Like, I don't know how Double Pony let ENCE get away with so much. All put her ready. Snappi in with that M4 kill. Flashbang keeps Allu at bay, but Snappi still rounding the corner with a sight. Djoko with a deagle down. AWP shoulder baited. He's looking for that perfect shot. Gets it in, but Spinx is going to fall in the interim. Dycha also goes down. 3 on 2. Bomb plant can be secured. Nade back on towards afroo's position. Will do some tag damage. Eventually Doto wraps around against him, but the Galila body responds, so it's all left to Allu to clutch it with the
half. So it came from the pistol, the conversion, and then just back forth between these 2 sides. And eventually, ENCE are going to be the one.
The ball make his way out of Ivy unless they want to wrap towards the A side. Deagle in of Dycha, caught off doing damage. No kills coming through. Bodyy gets that first. Doto round the corner against Djoko. Gets his kill in. Bodyy turns up 1. Doto with a double up, however. Looking for a triple against NBK. Seeing him with Allu creeping up close. Doto's doing so much here. And Snappi turns up that Deagle with 3 versus 2. 1 as Allu strikes. ENCE are going to force it again and take the lead back from double. Dycha with the M4 swing, sees where bodyy is at. Will get that headshot in, start things off. Looking for afroo next. That scout missing his shot, so does a smoke miss out there. Djoko with 1 good trade, but Allu has got an
bullet as a spam, and he's a goner. NBK's even taking damage, just trying to see if he can get a lurk out from B. Needs to try and find a pick, and Dycha just runs up from Pop Dog on the ladder. NBK gets caught off, and then Lucky's just probably going to have to save this AK and armor. ENCE, to think we were so back and forth for ages in the second half, they've now been able to build up a bit of a streak.
I don't know what lucky happened.
Maker right here, fast play coming out towards the Olaf position, hasn't been seen by the CTs as of yet.
Allu gets that first kill in out towards the brown halls, and bodyy moves up sandwich, gets that first frag, unable to get that second. Spinx trades it, and Doto still with the auto in play, looks back to Ivy, sees nothing. Now we'll focus mostly on the sandwich control. Smokes back and forth from both sides, and Lucky's going to be flashed ahead of it. Spinx, in particular, swinging out from the back of the bomb train. Gets himself a 2K, and Doto deals with the AWP, all left at NBK. 1-on-4. Misses that first player, can't catch that second either, and there it is. 16-11 straight into that position very early on into the round, but they don't go for the full-on B commit, and they start wrapping, going back in towards the ramp control. D is there with the dualies on top of the hot air entrance, goes for the frags in. Spinx and Doto also chiming with the kills of their own as afroo falls. It's all left the body in the 1v4 scenario. Bomb drops in the open. This is a pistol that should go the way of ENCE.
Yeah, it's certainly looking that way, isn't it? They're trying to just see if we can hunt down, see if bodyy can find a little tad more, but it's not players behind it.
The nade perfectly timed, doing quite a fair amount of damage against me with one frag, two frags in fact, and the AUG of allu are not quite there to deal with the other players that remain. A 3-on-3 as the trades come in for double pony, and Doto with his SMG leans up back here towards the observation window. Lucky with the bomb on his back. Got to be careful about where he takes space forward, especially if Doto's hitting his shots. Unfortunately, he does go down without getting the kill on bodyy. Spinx will come in and rotate. The bomb plant can't yet be secure with the CT contention. They're still challenging on dycha. We'll take that frag, but the moment they spot
Fender at ramp with a UMP out of all weapons, and then they just mop up the take towards ramp into that lower bomb site. Spinx trying to go in for the retake, and he just
down. Bodyy get tagged up very early on in this, alongside Lucky also takes some damage. Spinx hunting for the kill. Eventually, dycha's Molotov will take bodyy out to start off the round here for the CT side.
A nice start from the CTs. They've done the opening man advantage and a kill. Great return, though, out from MBK. And
AK is not 100% certain. 30 seconds, though. He's going to have to be certain of the execution alongside the rest of double pony. They're also heavily tagged up as afroo takes that face in, gets tagged to 30, and eventually is dealt with by Doto. 3-on-3 situation. 20 seconds remain. Double pony, they're still not formation up. There's still a player out towards ramp control, and now they're going to make their way in towards the A play. allu there with the AWP, gets that first pick in. M4 top of hut deals with the second, and then BK, the last man standing, will fall to the hands of the AWP once again. 3-1 start. They should also be aware that they're downstairs in the secret control at the very least. If not, making their way onto the B bomb site. afroo actually turns his AWP up to deal with dycha, so that's a frag to return. Opened up, he's got to worry about two different angles. His teammate is there in dark, actually. He takes contact, sees where bodyy is, drops that bomb. Important frag to find. Looks back for the second man as well, drawing their attention as far away from dark as possible. Snappi gonna be the main lurker. Did Djoko see him? Yes, he did. Lucky takes that frag. Now two standing for ENCE, and double pony looks like their patience is gonna pay off. Both CTs in from both sides of the site. I don't think ENCE are on for a retake here.
Yeah, it doesn't look likely, does it? Maybe try and see if they can find some extra kills. If they can bait in aggression towards the left side of the ramp, there could be a chance, but they...
Yeah, despite the damage that was dished out so early onto the T side line, we just saw the sprays through the smokes almost take an MBK. allu's AWP was unable to support that. They are downstairs. They can go for a bomb plant right here, I think, especially as MBK gets Snappi.
Yeah, bomb plan in, vent dive going through incredibly quickly, but what can the CTs do in terms of a counteraction? allu now falling, Spinx not quite catching the player out for default, and the T's are going to be able to backstab the backstabbing player in ramp. There should be nowhere that Spinx is going to be able to move to try and get to safety. Another great execution towards a lower bomb site, and ENCE are going to have to save again.
Yeah, ENCE caught with their pants down. SMG will still get an exit frag at least. They're going for this, actually. Doto gets one frag, and Lucky just about trades on towards dycha. Doto running out of time. Being wrapped initially for the double pony side, but they are up against basic pistols. Maybe the stacking towards ramp could yield some results here for the CT side, and yeah, 1-for-1 trade, but that might be as far as it goes here, unless MBK fall. Oh no. Secured here. Doto's going to try and respond towards it with a Molotov back on the default plant position. It will land on afroo's angle. Will burn quite heavily for it as well. A major advantage being gained for ENCE going into this retake. Double pony. Molotov out, afroo forcing forward. Oh, catches the no-scope, but burns for the secondary incendiary, and Spinx deals with the last of bodyy. So there you go. ENCE will secure a big eco round win here. 6-3 now up for the CTs.
That was a missed molly coming out towards that heaven position, but yeah, here it was again, Jay.
Oh. EG watching here for Snappi's part. Will get dealt with by Djoko. It's one frag with double pony to maintain the man advantage and look back towards the ramp control. 3 players dropping down. Actually, all 5 going to go follow suit. So this is B site under their control. How do ENCE respond towards this? They've got 1 AK at the observation stairs. Needs to get a kill on bodyy, and indeed, Doto strikes. 4-on-4 scenario. That Molotov might drive him away. He sees 2 more, gets shut down immediately.
Difficult call here now for ENCE, whether they want
In the events area, hoping to catch off somebody who might have been in the back of the rafters, but no such luck being found by the M4. The Orbs also going to get out of dodge. It does turn it to a 3 versus 3, but if that kill had come in earlier, then that would have set up the retake for this one. ENCE have really opted to commit to the save call. Double Pony will establish their 4th on T-side.
These T-side rounds towards lower have been great.
Contest against the ENCE heavy buy. Of course, they've still got a better weaponry despite the victories that Double Pony have been taking, but the AKs are able to do one better than the M4s. Frag.
It's going to be a tough ask. And Double Pony, again, take ramp, head lower. I mean, it's so textbook at this point.
Double Pony. And the challenge on that T-side line again, their map pick needs to go well, so every single one of those frags were heads. Trying to enable at this stage. bodyy, however, gets the headshot in the rifle to defend it. NBK will shoulder bait for Snappi out. He'll drop down. They'll call that in. NBK swings. Doesn't get the headshot this time. Drops that bomb instead. That's a crucial frag for him to find. Snappi makes it 2, in fact. Falls back to the site itself, knowing the backup needs to arrive. He's such low HP here.
Yeah, he gets naded or anything, even mollied from bodyy. He's a goner, but he's just hoping that the rotate's going to be there in time. Great reposition from bodyy outside, and now they can bring the bomb back to the upper side if they like.
There's Snappi finally falling, so 2 left, the 2 M4s. Where are they coming from? Back at Secret, it seems. Doto is here at double doors. Swing back, look towards the back site, but his back turned to Lucky instead. Spray is easy for him, leaving Spinx alone on a 1-on-3. Coming in from the decontamination area. I don't think he'll have much left in this particular round here. The smokes are keeping him suppressed. The bomb's already gone down. Opens up the door. Gives away his position. Spray from Lucky is great. And bodyy can finish off the job with his 3K. Molotov to siphon him off away from position. He's not got a bomb on his back, but the kills can still come in and play the default here. It's waiting in the midst of said smoke, ready to hold off against the execution. Double Pony, 3 players down here. Are they ready for allu's position? Lucky's going to burst through, take no tags, do no damage. Chance to swing, bomb gets dropped in the open. Secondary frag not quite landed by the vet. He will get a kill in on Lucky as Djoko falls to Spinx. 3-on-2, making it 1 as NBK finally falls. And body's got 15 seconds to clutch a 1v3. It's not going to happen. ENCE's patience has worked wonders for them. It's a big loss to take. afroo towards outside will take down dycha.
And it's going to be difficult. Does he have the gut feeling to check his left-hand side? Otherwise, bodyy could be on for an easy kill. And NBK is going to be the one to find it.
One more headshot to make his percentage go up. 5-on-3. Snappi. And Doto now left towards Ob's window. Spinx is the player up at the upper site. Shoulder baiting, running into the orb. Gets the kill off and drops the bomb. Back turn towards the second T-side player outside, but he starts making his way into lobby control. Finally, Djoko can find that trade, but Doto responds to bodyy. So 3-on-2, that bomb's still on the contention. Snappi's got a hold here, but he doesn't do so, leaving it all on Doto to clutch once again. 1v3, the kit is in play for him. And the teams should be aware of this. The nades will do that damage. The flashbang will give away it entirely, and there you go. NBK, afroo. Getting the hell out of dodge because he sees so much T-side presence coming in from the ramp control. Doto looking against Lucky. Headshot found. USP of afroo does get overwhelmed, so Lucky got to fall back, wait for his teammates to get here, but they're still going to charge forward here. ENCE, dycha and allu wrapping in and Snappi with a kill in the backlines against NBK. bodyy gets 1 frag. allu responds to that, and it's all Djoko on rotation. The bomb can be secured. 1-on-3 retake.
Yeah, go for this. Might as well 1v3. See if he could just pick off a little bit more from this side. Nice nade placement going in, and now the footsteps are being heard. T-side know exactly where he is. Tries to take the jewel out towards decontamination. Doesn't quite happen.
Out of course, fall right in for the CT force. There's still that Galil for dycha safe in the previous round. I'm surprised they didn't try and find the AK on the CT player that dropped. Not like it's going to matter, because that player is first to fall.
Was expecting it, but without that molly towards Secret or a flash over the top, just to be able to like shoulder peek in towards an AWP, you're going to have a tough time. And at least for allu, he's been able to...
Force them to wait. afroo sneaking up. Oh, he's going to catch off one of the players. Utility set up a doto. They weren't expecting that. That's a secondary kill for the CT side. A 4-on-3 being gained. M4 ready to spray through, catching off Spinx. Next up, allu looking to see Djoko at that gap in the fence. Takes one player. Looks for the second man. The no-scope connects. Oh, he lands on afroo as well. And the bomb drops down. The nade's coming close. They're going to catch afroo. Not quite. It's a bit too far away. But the bomb plant can be secured. Allu has single-handedly turned this round around.
Oh, it doesn't get that follow-up kill out towards the fence, and now all comes down to Snappi, and MPK holds down the spray to find the final connection. A good post-plant in from the T side, but a retake underway for Double Pony. And even towards T-Roof, Doto was holding the outside push for what seemed like 30, 40 seconds, and the one time he sets up a little bit of util to go out towards the outer side, it's a heart.
There's the kill on Djoko. Deals with Spinx, the pistol dropping. But outside contention held here by the T side. Doto in particular will move up to the locker rooms, and Lucky obviously can't see him past this smoke, but he has to be aware that there might be a wraparound coming in. If he peeks out at the right moment, he can catch off that player. Swing, hit, tap through, perfectly done. Clinical. Think that basically 2 taps from Lucky is what really got them the round here on the outside position. Putting an instant hold. Lucky doesn't get a kill. Oh, where he got? Knowing how important this one is, can't afford to lose it. Sprays through, damage done to D first and foremost. 24 HP, I think, on a dink play. There's afroo in with his AWP pick on the first shoulder. Baited. Dia somehow forces the issue out. And the Galil deals with body. That's a 4-on-3. They've got B-side access and control. MBK got a hold up against them all. Sees Doto, at least drops him back to even standing. And the re-smoke down will try to stop that bomb from making its way any further forward. But meanwhile, allu turns up with the AWP on the other side of the site. NBK forces forward. Dia goes down. Allu deals with NBK. So all on Djoko now. Bomb in his possession, though. A 1-on-2. Can isolate these picks as appropriate. Looking back to the back line, is looking on towards the vents, and ENCE are going to pull off their way straight down into the B corridors. Body is known, flanked in upon. Snappi will take the frag. Body going down easy. Locked on, opening up the windows. Snappi and try and set him on the idea of the outs of the B site control. Djoko will go down. afroo dealt with as well. So now the 2 players left standing are in ramp, and they are on the B site. ENCE will hold themselves a 12th round to the board. And Lucky and MBK just like, nah, sod this. We're not doing this. We're going to hold on to our weaponry. It will be an...
They can invest a bit, but not a massive amount. And for ENCE, that kind of holds... Oh, hang on. M4 might drop. Oh, just holds on. Oh.
Does Lucky make a mistake here? Burst on the M4, they've heard it. Dia does get afroo, but Lucky's going to wait back here for even more. There's only one man that's made his way, so he's missed his window out for the kill. Does take that fight, does win it out. Adjustment of Snappi to Mac 10 close. Goes down anyway, so Lucky's outside control works to a 4v3 and 2 as MBK comes up.
Yeah, he completely baits his teammate, but does get a couple of kills, so it works out for the better. Allu now at a 1v4 and already a bit of a lobby crunch coming in. They continue getting aggressive. They'll be able to pick up AKs and that AWP.
Pushing and ready, the AK. Back up there against Body, sees his man. Body still gets that frag in. Double Pony start off the man advantage. ENCE making their way forward. Dia onto the incendiary up. One player making their way out to the site. NBK gonna spray through the smoke, hoping to catch some T-side members, but no such luck here. 4 players standing, making it 3. Does get dealt with. Dia set to 4. Snappi waiting back in the vents, expecting some rotations inbound. The bomb plant can be snuck in the interim. The Spinx left alone to the site, needs to fight his way out of the corner. Will win that first kill. Allu slow wrapping in against Lucky, gets it to a 3 versus 3. So the trades are coming in. And time runs short on the Double Pony side. afroo knows it, so he pushes forward, looking to watch his way onto Decon. Door body being seen. Sprays all good on both sides. Djoko comes up with a kill on Spinx. Bomb not applying for the T-side forces. Allu still gets his frag in, leaving Body on 17 points of health to clutch a 1v2. Can't find Allu, can't see Snappi. He sees him now, but a swing comes in at the right moment. Rough. That much is certain here. We have seen them do more with less. Case in point, deagle out, Snappi first.
With a bit of an aggression or a bit more of a gamble, and it comes through from aggression. Djoko slow walking in, Lucky even getting a pick now.
Flash is also going over. Secondary flash also comes out. Entries of the T side. Djoko catching off one more frag, making it a 3K with a deagle as he drops that bomb, leaving it all on allu now. 1 versus 4, and Djoko secures 4. Smokes down towards outside for ENCE. They try and play in. Counter Incendiary will come back. So much damage is done, and Lucky gets the kill off on Snappi as a result. The nade back on allu should do a bit of damage, actually evaded most of it. T-Sun making their way downstairs, footsteps being heard. Lucky's going to call in for a rotation. Wow.
To think that maybe the 4K in the previous round is going to set themselves up for a bit of a comeback now. Great nades towards the outside position. Lucky's already got a...
Oh, they dropped the weapon. They're going to give information now. They know that they're in events. Still, Dia comes up with the kill, almost taken back by Doto. Windows open, body blocked utility. This is a bit messy from ENCE. Kill for Doto, turns it back to a 3 on. Well, jump facing, tapping through. Doto turned away from, looking back towards the ramp entrance. Sees where Body is at, but drops that bomb. Round is over. Body doubles up.
Double Pony have really the side of it. Flash over the top. They've just missed their window up against the AWPer. And for afroo, he's now going to hold his ground.
There goes down to Lucky, eventually being outside. Snappi spotted out, but AWP Body on site deals with at least one player. Djoko trades onto his killer and deals with Doto.
Djoko, he's been holding this angle all round, but Dia gets the opening kill. That's the opening fight. NBK now pushing aggressively, and now the kills are going back and forth. That could be the way into the round for ENCE, but he's going to be the main concern with the bomb being outside. There's Doto. AK frag in. M4 picked up by Dia. Now allu is going to play counter rotation as NBK looks to play himself right into the hands of the deagle player. Right on this corner, NBK is not ready for this. And ENCE are looking to take us the distance once again. Overtime, up for... Bar 3, 16Ks. It will all be about the defaults and X's. Spinx gets one of those default kills in for ENCE, starting things off on the right foot. Out towards lobby control. He even gets another kill on body as well. They're aggressing straight forward to that squeaky door area, and, well, they're falling apart on Double Pony. Yeah, afroo's going to have to buy him out of this one. More aggression has come through NBK. Spinx isn't going to quite be able to find the triple, but NBK just repeats the exact same angle, and now for ENCE, they realize that ramp is probably completely open. We can take it, drop towards lower, and Lucky and afroo, they might have to retake here with double orbs.
Now cross-firing to ensure the B site is on the defensive. allu goes down. That's 1 AWP pick. 2.
And now the rotations can start to come out.
Opening up the doors, but that bomb was planted for double. Trying to see if they can find Snappi up in the rafters. No wallbangs attempted. Shot out for Lucky's good. Snappi trades it 1-on-1, holding the AK edge of the smoke. Where does afroo give away position? At the left-hand side of it, the spray for Snappi, not good enough to get the kill. The Glock is out. afroo still gets the kill, though, and secures the round, clutching it for Double Pony.
Oh, that's not an easy shot. That really isn't. They don't know where to sit back, and just that one flash has been able to do so. Bringing more pressure towards that lower bomb site. Wide swing comes out, but this time around, the AWPer doesn't get baited. The AWPer connects.
Flashes in for allu. Oh, he gets the kill on Djoko. Knows there's a second player behind the site itself. Molotov in, catches Body, but Body still gets the frag to a 4-on-3. Spinx makes it 3v3 now. NDK with the M4 now moving up into the heaven position. Looking to bear down upon the T-side line. Snappi with his frag, nade on NBK, continuing to do damage. Could another bomb plant from here, though. At 35 seconds, it would be close enough, but Lucky now left alone, trying to go for wallbangs against Spinx. These 2 players out to the right-hand side and just spammed down by the AK, the AWP, at least not yet. ENCE looking like I want to go for an inner sight take. Djoko gets that frag on D. A body forced to smoke out the back of the site. The AUG gets those 2 frags. Doto can deal the trade damage. They're going to continue sneaking up, however. afroo is continuing to make his way in against the backlines as Body goes falling to a 3 versus 3. But look at that CT. I think Snappi is aware. afroo going, falling. ENCE maintain a 3-on-2 advantage.
Whether it was a footstep or whatever, Snappi knew. You could see the way that he looks back over towards that backline. And for Double Pony, they get looked like fools there. And Lucky and NBK have got a hold, and NBK's alone towards the upper side. He's going to have a big defensive, and it doesn't happen. A great entry out for Snappi, and this just doesn't look winnable for Lucky.
1-on-3, the crab walks, taking down the last defender of the A site, and this M4 will sneak up. allu, not even watching the right angle, still gets the frag, still gets the round.
On the first map, a train. Maybe if they did, it was only like 1 round.
Won't matter, because D is going to be the first rifle taken down. Allu can respond with his door back towards outside. Sees a player up at Silo, lands the perfect headshot. Flashbang keeps him blind, but he still sees MBK. Can't quite connect to 3K. Eventually he gets his chance. Swing back on the quadra, not quite the body's part, but Spinx and Doto there to trade back on the last two members. And ENCE.
Upper take, Spinx up towards the Mustang position, and Doto needs to be careful he doesn't get caught with nades out.
Spinx going to get caught with the kill found. AK trying to line up two, can't do it. Lucky with two. NBK with one. Allu responds with that AWP, but it's him and Dia with two AWPs for the retake. I don't know if they can even make this possible here. Double Pony paying in the damage. I think Dia still wants to go for it though. Second molly goes down. Allu will try go for the blind shots. The wallbang will need to be attitted. It's just not going to happen. Body.
And the 17th round up for the D side, so you've got to wonder, are we going to be going to another OT? Is it going to be ended here? Because that was a pretty good round for the upper
there on those tags and the Molotov. So Double Pony might look to evade that position entirely. They're going to wrap their way in through ramp. There's Allu with his first frag. Lines up the collateral, drops that bomb, makes it 4. See you later, Double Pony. It's over. Body's got no time for this. And Spinx shuts it down. 90.